Hello, Maverick traders, and welcome out to your daily market roundup. This is Ankit here, and here we are wrapping up the day on a Thursday, October the 2nd. Let's get into it. As always, we'll be taking a look at broader market analysis, take a look at where the outperformance and underperformance is, and then we'll take a look at some possible setups ahead. Let's get into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
So jumping to market analysis, here we are with the market performance, and I must say, not a whole lot of change. Market continues to push to all-time highs, and here we are. The volatility remains pretty low. So we have all this going on while this government shutdown is in place. So we are in the second day. We really haven't seen any progress there. But when we take a look at the markets, here we are with a chart for the S&P, and you can see market did break out to highs here, and then so far price action still looks pretty good. So while that's going on, volatility remains pretty low, and it seems like this is the party that doesn't want to come to an end, and it just continues to push higher. You can see that same thing happening across the board. The S&P and the Qs, they're all kind of outperforming here. Now, a day like today, you can see that it was still pretty split, with the 51% to the upside and 46% to the downside. And I must say that the market breadth and the plus minus 50 MA, that's just 55 to 45. Not a lot of improvement there. And this is just, again, telling me that this market is still very much concentrated into, certain positions, but it's not really a broad-based movement. Now, when we take a look at the numbers, you can see the Dow Jones up slightly, S&P up slightly. Qs actually did the best, and so is the small caps. We're noticing a nice big move down in oil, which has been one of the biggest losers this week, and gold continues to be the outperformer list with some pullbacks in between. So when we take a look at sector heat map analysis, you can see that there's still quite a bit of red, and there's some pockets of blue. That's just the way how markets are moving or have been moving lately. Now, when we take a look at this outlook, does anything change for us? I must say that, so far, market seems to be very resilient. And this is the point where, you want to continue following the markets till, they stop working. Eventually, that will come to a point where, whatever you're doing or markets take a big turn, but it seems like that's not happening yet. Now, when we take a look at possible trades, I have equal amount of longs and an equal amount of shorts. That's just, I think, where we need to focus on is, the outperformance and the underperformance. So let's just start with the outperformance. So here's the first one, Apple, and this is the one that I had it on my list last week, and I must say that it's still doing or consolidating nicely in this pattern here. So, the Apple is definitely getting upgrades from, I think I saw Morgan Stanley raising the targets to 280. So I think this one, it goes on the top of my list here as a possible high base breakout. Here's the other one is Palantir, and you can see this thing continues to push higher. It seems like that's just, where the concentrated position is going to be. Now, the other one is Palo Alto Network, and again, same thing, nice little pullback and looking for a breakout above. And then IBM, and another same thing, continues to push higher. And so far, price action looks pretty robust here. And the biggest one, really, the high flyer we've seen is the hood. You can see this thing was sideways for a bit and getting a big push higher. So looking for another pullback or some bases to kind of get long into. Now, those are the outperformers. And let's take a look at the underperformers. Here's the first one, Chevron Corporation. We're seeing nice little, underperformance in oil. And you can see this one right nicely below the 20 to 50 moving average. It's right at the breakdown point, and I'm looking for it to further go down, towards that 150 to 148 area. Here's the other one, which is EOG Resources, and same thing, nice little, underperformance here. Again, these are the areas there, despite of how bullish the markets are, they continue to underperform. And then we have the PM, that's Philip Morris. As you can see that this thing has been sideways for the most part. And I love the fact that we are now getting a nice sell-off, and we look at the volume on this one is much higher as well. So I do like a breakdown over here, and I think this is a good sort of an entry point looking down. Now let's go into the other ones. Here we are, Procter Gamble, same thing, getting a nice little low base sort of a setup here. We got the moving averages about to converge. Another one that goes on the top of my list here, especially if the market takes a turn. It seems like these are the areas I want to continue to be in the short side. And here's the last one, that's Colgate, and you can see same thing, nice low base. This thing is nicely trending lower. So yeah, these are the ones that, again, you want to balance your portfolio with some bearishness in there that are not really rallying when the markets go up, but then they're likely to do, a lot worse when the market do fall. So that's really the approach here. Now, tomorrow, we have the non-farm payrolls report. I was reading some text. I think there is a likelihood that that report will be released. Then the data was collected. Again, that's still tentative. Take a look at the schedule. But I think so far, it might get released even despite the government shutdown. So just keep a close eye on that one. That's the only thing that's on the horizon for tomorrow. It seems like markets are going to just cruise over here. So that's just a game plan here. Again, stay on the top of things, focus on relative sort of weakness, and always take a look at those pivot points where markets do, take a next leap higher or make a bigger reversal. But until then, I think we're just going to continue cruising along. So take care, everyone. See you in the next one. Happy trading.